everyone, welcome back to Chill English Channel. I'm Sophia.
And I'm Jake. Hey, Sophia, and a big hello to everyone watching from all over the world.
Oh wow, it's amazing to see so many of you joining us today.
Yeah, I love that. So, Sophia, let me ask you, did you get up early today?
I did, but just barely. I hit snooze a couple of times. You know how it is.
Oh, same here. And notice the phrase you just used, get up. That's exactly the kind of real English we're going to practice today.
Exactly. Today we're focusing on one small, super important word, get.
Right. Get is everywhere. You can say get up, get home, get ready, get tired, get better, and that's just the start.
It's incredible how one little word can show up in so many situations, and learners often hear it all the time but aren't sure how to use it.
Yeah, it's flexible, casual, and very natural. Today we'll go over the main meanings of get, common phrases, and examples you can use right away.
At its core, get usually means three things: receive, have, or become.
Receive, have, become. Okay, that doesn't sound too complicated.
Not at all. Let's start with receive. This is when something comes to you, like a message, a gift, or information.
For example, you can say, I get a lot of emails every morning, or I got a postcard from my friend yesterday.
See how casual that sounds? We rarely say, I received emails in daily conversation. It's too formal.
Right. Get is short, friendly, and easy to use.
Next, have. This is used when you gain or experience something.
Like, I get some free time on weekends, or I'd get a break after lunch.
Exactly. Short, simple, and works in many situations.
And the third meaning is become, very common when talking about feelings, moods, or changes.
For example, I get tired after a long day, or I get hungry if I skip breakfast.
And emotions too. I get happy when I see my friends, I get nervous before a test, or I get frustrated when traffic is bad.
Get can show a change in your body, feelings, or situation. That's why it's so useful.
Another common use is moving or arriving somewhere.
Yes, for example, I get home at 6, or I get to work just in time.
Much more natural than saying, I arrive home at 6, which sounds formal.
Exactly, and you can use it with any place. I get to the park, I get to the party, or I get there before everyone else.
You can even combine it with time. I usually get home around 7, or I get to school at 8:30.
Another friendly use is understanding.
Yes, I get it, or do you get it?
And you can add context. I get why you're happy, or I get why that's frustrating.
It's short, casual, and really natural in conversation.
Now let's practice some common phrases with get.
All right, first, get up. Wake up or leave your bed. I get up at 7 every morning, or I don't want to get up on weekends.
Next, get back. Return somewhere. I get back home at 6, or I get back from vacation tomorrow.
Get ready. Prepare for something. I get ready for work, or I get ready for a party.
Get better. Improve or feel well again. I hope you get better soon, or I'm getting better at English every day.
Get along. Have a good relationship. I get along with my classmates, or I get along with my coworkers.
Another one, get together. Meet with someone. We get together every weekend, or I got together with my friends yesterday.
Yes, and get lost. Sometimes literally, like I got lost in the city, or casually, get lost.
And get over. Recover or stop worrying about something. I finally got over my cold, or I need to get over that mistake.
These phrases are used all the time. Beginners, it's okay to start small and notice get in conversations.
A tip is some phrases are fixed. You can't just change the verb after get.
Right. Get up, get ready, get along. You can't say, I get along my homework.
You'd say, I get my homework done, or I do my homework. Small change, big difference.
Another tip is context matters. Get can mean many things depending on the situation.
Yes, receiving something, feeling something, arriving somewhere, or understanding something.
The more you notice it, the easier it becomes to use naturally.
The more you practice, the more confident you become, and even little steps each day make a difference.
Let's do a short exercise. Think about your morning. What do you get in the morning?
For me, I get breakfast and some music to start my day.
I get coffee and a little peace before work.
See how natural that feels? Using get in your own sentences is the key.
Even practicing small sentences every day helps you become more comfortable.
And remember, mistakes are okay. That's how you get better.
Let's try combining phrases. I get up, I get ready, I get to school on time.
Exactly. Multiple get phrases in one sentence sounds very natural.
Even simple practice like that helps a lot.
Notice the past tense. Yesterday, I got up late, got ready quickly, and got to work just in time.
See? Smooth, natural, casual.
The more you use get, the easier it becomes. One little word, so many possibilities.
Yes, and that's why it's so important for real-life English.
All right, now, Jake, let's dive deeper into get for feelings and changes. This one confuses a lot of learners, but it's really simple.
Yes, basically, when you use get with an adjective or emotion, it shows a change. For example, I get tired after work, or I get happy when I see my friends.
Exactly. And you can use so many feelings. I get nervous before presentations, I get frustrated when traffic is slow, or I get excited about holidays.
I do that all the time. Just yesterday, I got stressed because my project wasn't finished on time.
Right. Instead of saying I became stressed, which is formal, get makes it casual and everyday.
And you can also combine it with time or situations. I get tired in the evening, or I get hungry before dinner.
Yes, even small changes can use get. I get cold at night, I get hot after running, or I get sleepy after lunch.
That's me every day, and it feels so natural to say.
Another fun use is moving or arriving somewhere. You can combine it with places and times.
For example, I get to the office at 9. I get home around 6. Or I get to the park just in time to meet my friends.
Much more natural than I arrive home at 6, which sounds stiff.
And in the past, yesterday I got home late. Or I got to the meeting on time.
Exactly. Past tense is simple, just got. And beginners, don't worry if you overuse it. Practice makes perfect.
Another important meaning is understanding.
Yes, I get it. Do you get it? You can also say, I get why you're happy, or I get why that's frustrating.
It's short, casual, and friendly. Perfect for conversations.
Now let's explore some more common phrases with get.
All right. First, get up. Wake up or leave your bed. I get up at 7 every morning, or I don't want to get up on weekends.
Next, get back, return somewhere. I get back home around 6, or I get back from vacation tomorrow.
Get ready. Prepare for something. I get ready for school, or I get ready for a party.
Get better, improve, or feel well again. I hope you get better soon, or I'm getting better at English every day.
Get along, have a good relationship. I get along with my classmates, or I get along with my coworkers.
Another one, get together, meet with someone. We get together every weekend, or I got together with my friends yesterday.
And get lost, literally or jokingly. I got lost in the city, or get lost.
Get over, recover, or stop worrying. I finally got over my cold, or I need to get over that mistake.
It's important to notice that some phrases are fixed. You can't just swab the verb after get.
Right. Get up, get ready, get along. You can't say, I get along my homework.
You'd say, I get my homework done, or I do my homework. Small change, big difference.
Another tip, context matters. Get can mean receiving, feeling, arriving, or understanding.
Exactly. That's why it's important to pay attention to situations in conversations.
Let's practice combining phrases. For example, I get up, get ready, and get to work on time.
Yes. Or, I got up late, got my breakfast quickly, and got to school just in time.
Notice how smooth and natural that sounds. Using multiple get phrases makes your English flow like a real conversation.
Even small sentences with get every day make a huge difference.
Let's do a little interactive exercise. Think about your day. What do you get after school or work?
For me, I get a snack, some coffee, and a short break.
I get tea and a bit of quiet time before starting homework or work.
See how natural it is? Using get makes your sentences sound relaxed and friendly.
And don't worry about making mistakes. That's how you get better.
Now, you can even combine phrases and time. I get home at 6, get ready for dinner, and get to my evening class.
Exactly. Multiple get phrases show real, natural English.
Another tip, practice past tense regularly. Yesterday, I got up late, got ready quickly, and got to work just in time.
Notice how natural and smooth that sounds. And beginners, you can repeat these sentences daily for practice.
Yes, even small daily practice makes you comfortable with multiple uses of get.
One little word, so many uses. And that's why learners need to really focus on it.
Exactly. Feelings, arrivals, understanding, phrases, you name it, get covers it all.
All right, let's keep practicing this in different situations. The more you use it, the more natural it becomes.
Yes, and it's really fun too. You start noticing get everywhere and suddenly it becomes easy.
Even short sentences like, I get home late, get dinner, and get ready for bed are perfect practice.
And don't forget, context matters. That's the secret to choosing the right get.
Exactly. Whether it's about receiving, feelings, arriving, or understanding, noticing real-life usage helps a lot.
So, small practice every day using phrases, past tense, and combinations will make your English sound natural.
I love how one little word can do so much in real English.
Me too. And now you're starting to see why English speakers love using get.
So just keep practicing, notice it in conversations, and soon it will feel completely natural. All right, Jake, now that we've practiced get in so many ways, let's focus on some final tips and summarize everything for our viewers.
Yes, we've seen that get can mean receiving, having, becoming, arriving, and even understanding. And we've practiced common phrases too.
Exactly. One of the most important things to remember is context. Get changes meaning depending on the situation.
Right. For example, I get a message is different from I get tired or I get home. Even though the word is the same, the meaning changes completely.
And learners sometimes overthink it, but the good news is it's simple once you notice the patterns.
Yes. Let's do a quick recap of the main uses. First, receive. Messages, emails, gifts, information. I got your text or I get a lot of emails every day.
Second, have. Something you gain or experience. I get some free time on weekends. Or I get a fresh start this year.
Third, become. Feelings or changes. I get tired after work, I get nervous before a test, or I get happy when I see my friends.
Fourth, arrive somewhere. I get home at 6. I get to school just in time. Or I got to the party early.
Fifth, understand. I get it, or do you get it? You can even say, I get why you feel that way, which is perfect for showing empathy.
Now let's review some of the most common phrases. Get up, get back, get ready, get better, get along, get together, get lost, get over.
That's a lot, but if you practice one at a time, it becomes natural quickly.
Exactly. And here's a tip. Try combining phrases in a sequence to sound like real English.
For example, I got up late, got ready quickly, got to work on time, and then got a coffee.
Perfect. That's real-life English. Short, friendly, and natural.
And another tip for beginners, always remember past tense. Got is the past form of get.
Right. I got a gift yesterday. I got tired after the game. Or I got to school early. Using got correctly makes your sentences sound real.
Also, don't overuse get in formal writing. Essays or emails sometimes need words like receive, become, or arrive.
Exactly. Save get for conversation. It's casual, friendly, and perfect for everyday English.
Another common mistake, phrases are fixed. You can't just swap the verb after get.
Yes, like get along is fixed. You can't say I get along my homework.
You'd say I get my homework done or I do my homework. Small changes make a big difference.
Here's a fun way to practice. Think about your day and try to describe it using get phrases.
For example, I got up at 7, got ready, got to work, got a coffee, got through my emails, and got home at 6.
That's a full day, but notice how natural it sounds with get.
And you can add feelings too. I got tired after work, got frustrated in traffic, but got happy when I saw my friends.
Exactly. It's fun, casual, and shows real-life English.
Another tip, combine get with time or place. I usually get home at 7. I get to the office at 9, or I got to the park before everyone else.
And for understanding, use get with explanations. I get it now. I get why that's difficult. Or I get why you're excited.
Showing empathy is easy with get.
One last practice activity for viewers. Think about your morning, your afternoon, and your evening and try to use get in all three.
For example, morning, I get up, get coffee, and get ready. Afternoon, I get lunch, get emails done, and get back to work. Evening, I get home, get dinner, and get some rest.
Yes, simple, everyday situations, all using get. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes.
And remember, mistakes are normal. That's how you get better. Every time you practice, you improve.
That's right. Don't stress if you don't remember everything at once. Small steps, daily practice, it works.
Also, keep listening to real English. Movies, podcasts, conversations. Notice how often get appears.
Yes, that's a great way to reinforce what we've learned today.
And one more tip, write your own sentences with get. Even short sentences help.
For example, I get up early, get ready, get to class, get new ideas, and get better at English.
See how smooth it sounds? Short, casual, and completely natural.
All right, viewers, it's your turn. Use get as much as you can today. Describe your morning, your work, your evening, everything.
Yes. Comment below with your sentences. We want to see how you use get in real life.
And don't forget, it's okay to make mistakes. That's how you get better.
Exactly. Keep practicing, notice how English speakers use it, and slowly it will feel natural.
Thank you so much for joining us today. We hope you had fun learning all the ways to use get.
Yes, it's been awesome. And remember, practice a little every day and you'll get really comfortable with this one word.
All right, everyone, if you liked this episode, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so we can make more fun English lessons for you.
Yes, and keep practicing, use get as much as you can, and enjoy English every day.
Thanks for being here, everyone. Keep smiling and keep getting better.
Bye for now. See you next time.